What if I just started the session by turning on my lightsaber and being like, roll initiative?
Meow.
You are fighting a guy with a lightsaber. Fuck.
Where's my pole?
No, that's not the one. Hold on.
Eagle. Serenity.
Serenity.
The Champion.
The champion.
The Dark Lord Revisited.
The Dark Lord Revisited.
Hello? Hello?
Roll initiative.
Hello.
Tonight you're fighting me in real life with a lightsaber.
Oh, God.
Okay, let's do it.
The job for my trusty Glock 19.
Yep.
The Second.
Honestly, Slug Launcher versus Jedi wins every time.
The Teacher.
I'm trying to find a very specific
Famously,
one.
Jedi's only weakness.
Yeah.
Okay, can you give me like 48 hours before this battle starts? I go to Ohio, pick up
Okay.
a gun.
Back, y'all.
Power down.
Hey, Tan.
What's up, Nana?
Powering
more for you,
down.
man.
Oh, that's good to hear. Or unfortunate, depending on how much you like the game.
It's pretty
Apparently
low
he
before. I
be
haven't-
doing good.
I haven't
Apparently he be dropping 40
played the
pieces.
game yesterday.
Good lord.
It was on a hard point map. It was fun though. I've been having a good time on it.
Hardpoint is a game mode that I'm good at because I am such an objective based player.
Respect,
See,
honestly.
I'm bad at it. I can't hold a sight. Oh,
And that's because Nate Crazy, who I play with the most, is not an objective based player. He is a kill based player. And I'm like, pick up these freaking dog tags as I run by.
He's like, that's your job.
Apparently, we would end games and he would have like 60 kills and I would have like 40 kills, but I would have like 100 dog tags because I just picked up every one he did. And I was like, Nate!
Kill confirmed.
Yeah. I'm like, it's not that hard. Poor guy has the flu.
No. Feel better.
So we were playing without our king.
It's okay, we're all kings. Also, is he a king?
No.
Or is he
He's
just a
not.
banker?
Can I just be a prince?
You can be Prince the singer.
Yeah.
Purple rain, purple rain,
My guy.
What in the world?
purple rain, purple rain.
Jesse, you ain't never heard of Prince?
No.
You missed out on a
Oh.
lot. He was kind of
I never meant
legendary.
to
He's
cause
dead now.
you any trouble. Sorry, I'll
Keep
get
in mind, I
into it.
lived underneath a rock for the majority of my life.
Never meant to
hard
cause
to
you
believe.
any pain.
Sorry.
He was Prince.
He
The
was a
artist
symbol.
formerly known as Prince.
That's when he was a symbol.
He was a symbol.
Was he an actual prince?
No.
No.
He just
Okay.
That was his artist name was Prince. And at one point his artist name was the artist formerly known as Prince.
because he was a symbol.
He was
And you
just messing
can't
around
say
at
a
that
symbol.
point.
I'm so confused about this scenario.
The guy had a lot going on.
He did.
Oh
Sounds
wait,
like it.
who is Prince now?
What's up, Nana?
Prince is dead now.
I know.
most of the end.
You played for longer than me.
He was basically Tupac, but for a different genre, to be honest. And he didn't die until like 2000, 2000 something.
2000,
Something.
I want to
16?
say
17?
16, yeah, I think. I think he got like sick with the flu and also was on
Something
drugs.
like that. Yeah. I think he died in his elevator.
He died in his private elevator in his house.
Drugs. It was drugs. Prince. Or sorry, the artist formerly known as
Yeah,
Prince.
No, I think he was back to being Prince when he died.
Mm.
He mellowed out. He's like, you can just call me Prince. I'm fine with that.
I think he circled back in the 90s to being Prince. Yeah. The cycle is now complete.
I was too young to ever listen to his music.
No,
Well, he was,
you know you can still play it, right?
yeah, it's
Like,
all on Apple Music,
listen to
bud.
it.
Or Spotify. Or YouTube, maybe.
You know it's not impossible. You can still listen to it.
You can listen
I
to
never
my
wanted to be
cover.
your part-time lover. Purple rain, purple rain.
You listen to Reese's cover instead, actually.
He also was an amazing guitar player.
Yes.
True.
Had a skill set far greater than mine.
Yeah, his Super Bowl performance was like probably one of the greatest ones of the last century.
Yeah, for sure.
So, and it started raining, and he just kept going. It literally started raining
like
as Purple Rain was coming on. So he was like, "All right, we just got to keep it going.
We got to
keep it
rolling. We got to do it." Okay, you boys ready for a recap?
No, it's
yes.
chowing down right now.
Sorry, these candy canes are good.
Get after it, King. All right. Last we left off, the party, all on the brink of death, managed to somehow take down Kiad. This left with Ephesus laying in the bottom of a pit. Both of the Gormeshes dead.
On 1 HP.
Daxley on, I think he died and came back up, died again and came back up, and then got healed for like 17, I think.
I hadn't died. I was just really close.
You went down twice, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so he was down twice, rolled some crazy nat 20s to keep himself alive.
After the short rest, I think I rolled every hit die. I got back up to 52.
Nice. So, he also got some fun memories from a crazy mithril monolith inside of a burial ground? Question mark. Who really knows? But there's definitely sarcophagus in here. Sarcophagi? Is that the plural of sarcophagus?
Yeah, sarcophagi.
Yeah, okay. There are definitely sarcophagi in here.
My name's not Gus. I'm just a sarcophagi.
I like sarcophagus is better, to be honest.
Sarcophagus. While the party rested from their battle and to recover from their wounds, a mysterious new warrior appeared at the docks in Moontown. At the same time, another, let's say, interesting individual was dug out of the ground by a mysterious elf and then led toward Moontown as well, although still several days out. And that is where we left off. So, here's what I'm going to ask. For those of you still in the cave.
Yes, sir.
Which, technically, you guys still have 2 NPCs with you, but that is, as of right now, Ephesus, Daxley, Bombardier, and Leo, who is there, not there,
He's suffering some PTSD right now, so
yeah, he's kind of zoning out.
He's a little incoherent every time he starts talking.
Exactly.
Which is crazy for a line because he just starts like roaring the entire
like
time.
The line in line which or like in the line in wow, what is the name of that movie? Wizard of Oz?
Yes. What are you guys doing? You guys are still in this cave. Emphasis, I think, took a nap on the floor of a pit.
I did. I'm gonna crawl out the pit, to be honest.
All right, I believe there is still technically a rope tied up down there, so it's pretty easy to climb your way out. You climb your way out, get back to the top of the pit.
Did we win? Did we win? I wait, before I say that, I look around to see if I see Kiad waiting on me. Because I just failed down there.
Check.
Okay. Oh, let me get a dice out. That is going to be a 7 plus 9. 16.
16. On a 16, you look around. You don't see Kiad or Kiad's body anywhere, but you see that all of your friends or colleagues are still standing.
Did we make it, boys? Is he dead? Did we win?
You see the elderly Eric Cochran wizard. I do believe we have taken down the cultist. I don't know where his body went. I kind of blacked out for a minute.
Okie doke.
But he's not around.
Did anybody see what happened to his body, perhaps?
Nope.
I think it's still in the room.
All right. Can I go grab that?
You walk in there. Body's not in the room.
It's in my hole.
Oh, well, keep that safe if you don't mind. If you got like a deep freezer in there, like let's throw him in there because we can get paid for that, man.
Can I have a deep freezer?
I'll say it's unusually cold inside the hole, but I won't say there's a deep freezer.
That'll work.
So how do I go about that? Reese, you put me in a predicament.
Okay. What kind of predicament did I put you in? You need to talk to me privately.
Wait. With knowing what I know.
You don't know what you know. Okay. Jesse knows something. Bombardier knows nothing. Okay.
Uh-oh, what's going on?
Crap. Okay. Bad things might come awry. That's all I'm saying.
From what?
Okay,
You've got time on that. You've got time on that.
Yeah, it's a ticking time bomb, you know. It's a
Uh-oh.
giant
You
nuke.
love ticking time bombs.
Yeah.
Who's your
Yeah,
favorite kind of bomb?
that I have control over. Are we taking a long rest, please? Somebody.
Maybe took a short rest.
You've just taken a short rest.
I need a long rest.
It is still it's probably after all of the traveling into the woods through the cave, fighting with the wraiths, and then Kiad. It's you guys got here pretty early in the morning, so it's probably just now like lunchtime.
I'm getting short rest.
So you guys could easily exit the cave, head back to the village, and take a rest. You do have a little body to transport whoever is taking responsibility of that. There is still the body of G2 in the cave that I believe not captive, but I believe Leo put his coat over.
You'll throw me in the hole too?
I think we might need to treat this one with a little more dignity, if you know what I mean.
So get a second freezer?
I pick up the coat with the body wrapped in it.
You picked up the coat. G2 was not very heavy. He was literally like 2.5 feet tall, so he's
you know how like you fold your jacket over your arm whenever you take it off? I do that. Yeah. He just folds over my arm.
Okay, you just fold over his arm. Okay. A little more dignity, but not a lot more, apparently. but no.
I need my other arm to shoot.
G2 deserved better.
One hand to hold, one hand to shoot.
Are you guys exiting the cave?
Jesse, did you roll your hit die for the short rest?
You get your HP back?
Oh, sorry. No.
Yeah, you should have some. I mean, unless you're trying to get something else, like if you're trying to get abilities back.
We did get a short.
Oh, that reminds me. Hold on. It might be too dark in here to show you guys this, but I got my new mouse pad. This thing is so sick.
Word.
Gee, lookers, I gained 4.
We can't see it right now.
What's your mouse pad look like?
Hold on. I can try to show it. It's a little dark in here though. Let me move this. Not enough cord. Nope, not enough cord, and it's too dark. Anyways, it's got all the conditions and spell casting and movements.
I got you.
That's sick.
Like how to resolve someone wanting to jump.
Yep. Combining magical effects, carrying capacity,
Okay.
all the stuff. It's even got the shapes for different area of effects.
Look at you being fancy.
Christmas present.
Christmas.
It's pretty sick.
It is
all
very
right.
sick.
So, for those of you in the cave, are you exiting now, or are you guys?
Yeah.
You guys got another thing you want to be doing? Okay. Exiting the cave. Who is leading the charge out?
My still defender.
Heck yeah. Okay.
Okay.
You fly out. I will say, other than the little bit of disorientation that comes from exiting a very dark cave into a decently bright day, there's still snow clouds, so it's not like super bright. The sun's kind of covered, but it's still a lot brighter than it was in there. And as you exit outside and kind of readjust to the light, and find yourself moving back toward town, Ephesus,
Yes, sir.
could you roll me a perception check?
Oh, damn.
No, would a 16 trump that though for my still defender?
A 16 on his perception check?
That is
Like
15 plus 9.
Okay. I will say the still defender all sees a bunch of stuff. There's no threat nearby, if that's what you're trying to circumvent. But you're not under attack by any means. It's just as you guys are walking through the snow heading back to town, Ephesus, out of the corner of your eye, you notice kind of off in a glaive under some trees, kind of on its own, you see a donkey just standing by itself.
Do I recognize the donkey?
Roll history, maybe?
Okay. This is a +1 moment right here. That's a 17.
On a 17, this looks like a donkey to you.
Must be a high check.
It's just standing, kind of like munching on the little bit of grass still sticking out of the snow.
Y'all think he had a donkey?
Hope not.
I see a donkey over there. Looks like it's chilling. Y'all want to like get a donkey? New pet, I guess, since my horse died.
If you want to keep it, I guess you can keep it.
It's your
Alright.
responsibility. We're not feeding it.
I head over to the donkey, I guess.
All right. As you approach the donkey, do you try to like sneak up on it, or you just kind of like walk up to the donkey?
Well,
Just like
given
straight
the
at it?
nature of a donkey in itself,
Mhm.
I know it'll try to kill me or run away if I don't sneak up on it. So
Okay. So you're gonna try to sneak up on this donkey?
yeah.
Oh,
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
I think I have a +7. Okay, well I can't see. +7, okay. That is a 19 + 7.
A 19 plus 7. Dang. Yeah, okay. A 19 plus 7. Yeah, you easily sneak up behind this donkey. You get probably within like 20 or so feet of it. and you hear a kind of like humming going on.
Is that,
It's
is
like
it
a
like music or is it? Oh, it's it.
It's a donkey.
Donkey.
Oh my God, this donkey can hum. Who has done this?
He's just still steadily humming. You're hidden, so
I keep sneaking up to this humming donkey. I mean,
okay. You
it's better
continue to
than my
sneak
old
up.
horse. My old horse only drank whiskey. This one sings.
You get to about uh 10 feet away from it, and it's as it kind of like waves its head back and forth, just eating grass.
Donkey, can you also talk or can you just sing?
Bro, whoa! You're way too close, big man. You're way too close.
Donkey, you can talk?
All right, first of all, my name is Bill. Don't just keep calling me donkey. I don't just call people human when I see them, or elf, I guess.
Okay, well, my name is Ephesus. Nice to meet you, Bill.
Well, emphasis that you're really close all of a sudden. Where the hell did you come from?
I saw a donkey out here and I just had to take care of an evil guy. And I didn't know if you were the evil guy's donkey. And my horse just happened to have died. So I was like, two birds, one
So you
stone.
see a
I
donkey
saved
and
this
you just
donkey.
assume that donkey belongs to an evil guy.
You're like 20 feet from the mouth of a cave I just walked out of. I don't know.
First of all, clearly you don't know a whole lot about donkeys. We don't like caves. All right?
Exactly, you're not in the cave. That's why the evil guy left you out here outside of the cave.
Look, I don't know any evil guys. I don't know what your deal is. Maybe you're an evil guy. Have you considered that?
Ask him who his master is.
Freaking got him, dude. That's all I'm saying.
I've not
Freaking
thought
got
about
him.
that. I don't think I'm an evil guy.
Oh, now we're thinking about it. Now we're thinking about it. After our accusations, now we're gonna think. Okay.
Listen, Bill.
Ephesus hears G2's ghost talking to him. Ephesus,
I forgot I'm here
not
carrying
before
the
you
body.
get too far behind. Please, the donkey's beating your ass right now.
This donkey's coming with me, and I might leave your body, G2. You better stop talking to me. Listen,
Never
Bill.
mind, get him, kid.
Listen, Bill. I'll quit thinking. I just want to make sure you was all right. Okay? Is your owner around here somewhere?
I mean, when you say owner, do you mean like God?
Is that what you view the person that takes care of you?
I mean, no, I just like I don't have an owner per se, but I am religious to an extent.
Sure, you're God. What God do you worship?
I worship the Lady of Nature, dog. Mesmethis all the way.
Oh God.
Moon arms. Maybe this guy's not so bad.
I'm not Moon Arms, but
Ephesus.
I don't know who Mesmethis is, but I'm sure she's a real nice
Hey,
lady.
big dog, you should definitely learn some history. You're an elf, okay? You're kind of like number one descendant. Well, kind of. You're kind of a trickle down descendant.
Well, I didn't really grow up with any other elves, if you know what I mean,
All right, fair, I guess.
or any religious elves, I should say.
All right, okay. Okay, you know what? That's my bad actually. I can't come at you for the way you were raised, especially if it wasn't from a religious standpoint or household. Yeah, but no, I don't have an owner.
You got like a partner?
I mean, no, and actually emphasis on the and for the sake of honesty, I'm gonna be honest with you, I have no idea where I am right now. All right.
Bill, would you like to come back to the town with me? and I can hook you up with some kind of place to live, probably.
I mean, yeah, maybe. I'll be honest, like a half hour ago, I was like, well, wait, no, hold on. No, it was like a half hour ago. I was in somewhere where there wasn't snow. All right, I was eating in a big field. Okay, and then like the sun was setting, but like where I was at, like the sun's kind of constantly in a state of setting. You know what I mean? But then like it turned like a weird color of orange that it's not normally. And then I kind of like walked toward it some, and then suddenly there was like a really bright flash, and then there was snow everywhere. And I think I'm gonna be honest with you, Evan, just because I'm kind of freaking out. I think I might have teleported
When?
through a
I'm sure we
gate
will eventually.
to this point.
I'm down.
I know this is a long shot.
I'm sure we will eventually.
I know this is a real long shot. Do you know anybody not by the name of Gormesh?
No, but that I mean that sounds
No,
like
probably
a
not.
hobgoblin's name. And then like I know hobgoblins for sure.
No, probably
Okay.
not.
Listen, Bill, well, I can take you back to the stable, and I'm sure there's going to be maybe some lady horses around. Maybe, you make a mule tonight.
Hey, you trying to hook me up?
Listen, I'm all things, but I'm especially a wingman. So
Hey yo,
let me just get you out of here,
going on.
because I know
You
there's
know
some
what?
warm hay.
Roll persuasion with advantage.
I already had advantage on persuasion.
You're right, because of the hat.
Yeah. That's a 17 plus 7.
Okay. He goes, you know what, compadre? You're speaking my language. All right. Let's get to this village you're talking about. Let's see what these female horses are up to. You know what I mean?
All right. Do you mind carrying
Also, are
my
you
friend?
carrying a body?
Yeah, I was about to. Well, this isn't. It is a body. Do you mind carrying it for me? I mean, it ain't very heavy at all.
I mean, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I can do that. Not a problem.
I kind of like set it on his back. All right, come on, Bill. You can come meet the rest of the crew.
All right, hell yeah. Coleman, you've acquired a new mount. Bill the talking donkey.
Bill the talking donkey. This was
You're
not
gonna be
even planned by me. This is great.
I will give you in just a moment. I will send you the stat block for Bill the talking donkey.
Hold on, I gotta find a pen.
As you guys continue toward town, we're gonna jump over to town where Alduin currently is.
That's me. Sorry, I was unmuted earlier.
No, you're all good. It'd be like that sometimes. Sometimes you gotta talk to people in the background. Sometimes you gotta talk to your wife.
Sometimes Ray asks you if we can go on a cruise after she gets her surgery. Sometimes you also don't have cruise money, so the answer's no.
But like not totally no, but kind of.
Right now.
Right now. Honestly fair.
That's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes.
I got a talking donkey. Everybody stand back. I'll be back.
I'll be back.
I can change into a talking donkey.
As we jump back to town, Alduin,
Yeah, man.
you were being escorted about town by Mahanma. Actually kind of gives you the rundown of what's been going on the past few days. So there's been a werewolf invasion, some bunch of crazy stuff's going on. The important figures in the town and the guys who've been helping out. She's giving you kind of like the lay of the land as far as who all has actually been affected by this. Her house got burned down. There may or may not have been a god wolf that they killed. The whole shebang.
Been there.
She's kind of laying out for you. And then as she's wandering around, she goes, um, I don't know if I asked this before, but are you part of like a particular order? Um,
Ah, I'm glad you asked. I'll save that for a later time. Yes, I follow Ms. Mathis.
oh, I see. Yes, yeah, I believe uh we discussed Mes Method for a moment. Um, but how did you get into the path of serving a goddess?
Well, one could say I was handpicked. One could also say that she liked my dad.
You see a moment of profound confusion appears on her face,
Yep. That everybody looks like that when I tell them that.
and she goes, "Okay, all right, like your father, all right. Um, I don't really know how to respond to that if I'm being honest.
Yeah, well, I also get that a lot. Um,
Was there like a particular did your was your father like a priest maybe?
um, your guess is as good as mine. I do not know much about my father.
You don't know your father.
I do not. Um, apparently, a lot of women liked my father,
Ever read a history book?
and um, so
Hmm.
I was born, and then I never really saw him again.
I see. All right. And how long ago was that?
Well, Reese, how old am I?
Uh, if you were if you were like born like a baby at the end of the last campaign, this is 350 years later. So
Well, I'm about 350, give or take a few years.
I see. All right. So I'm sorry to hear that. I don't really know if that's what you wanted to hear or if that's the correct response to that, but I mean, it must be hard growing up without a father. And so, uh,
Well, funny thing, that's kind of where Ms. Methis comes in. Um, because I don't know much about good old Papa D's nuts, but apparently he is in the void. Don't really know what that means, but she took pity on me, and I've decided to follow her since.
I see. Okay. And she, you see that her mind's kind of reeling with all that information, you know? And she goes, all right. So I'll be honest, that's a lot to unpack.
Yeah, I didn't mean to trauma dump or anything. I've come to terms with all of that. You don't have to worry about me or any of that kind of stuff.
Okay. All right. Are you sure? Because like that seems like you might need to like talk about it. I mean, I'm not going to assume anything about your relationship with your goddess, but I would assume that, like most gods, she's probably not all that talkable, and when she is, it's rather vague.
Well, yeah. Um, and see, that's the funny thing because I don't really have anything I can add on to that. Um,
All right, love, I'm gonna put this out there. If you're fine, I won't press. If you'd like to talk about your possible father issues with him, you know, abandoning you at a young age, and then a goddess taking pity on you for some reason, you know, my door's open. Theoretically speaking, my door's not there anymore. It was burned down, but it's regrowing on its own. So in a few days, my door will be open. But for now, my tent flap will be open, and you can always come by, and I'll make you a cup of tea, and we'll see how you're doing. You
well, I
know,
do appreciate that.
and maybe I'm not gonna say that they're excellent they're excellent problem solvers, but my boys, Gormesh and Gormesh, they're pretty good listeners.
Oh, I'm sure they are.
She goes,
He doesn't sound that sad, but that's me being sad as a
so
person.
in person. She goes, right, well I better get back to my business, but making sure everybody's well and there aren't any more werewolves running amok in the town. But if you have any questions, let me know and I can direct you wherever you need. And as far as the gentlemen who have been leading this raid, I believe there are a few of them still in Mr. Leo's house, and then the rest of them should be coming back any time now. They've been gone for quite a few hours. So,
Thank you so much for your help. I greatly appreciate it.
of course, any time. Um, um, Mesmethus' blessings to you. And she kind of
And you
gives a
as
little
well.
bow and kind of turns and heads back toward the tents. Um, uh, as you are kind of like standing in the middle of the town, give me a little perception check,
Good old perception check.
but a little one.
That is a 9. Not very perceptive right now.
That is a little one. On a 9, you kind of just kind of take in the scenery of the town, people going to and fro to different houses and businesses, and you see guys pulling carts of goods through the streets and out on the water, just past the view of the town. You see on the sea a bunch of different little boats out there, kind of casting nets and lines, and just kind of the general run amok of the city, but nothing of particular interest um, uh, is pointed out to you. And after a few minutes of just kind of taking everything in, you do see coming over a bridge on the far side of town, you see a donkey and then 4 individuals, or no, sorry, 6 individuals, all leading back into town. All kind of roughly matching the descriptions. They look a lot worse for wear than you would probably expect, but all roughly matching the descriptions of the individuals that Mahanma had pointed out to you.
I was muted for that, so now I'm going to have to say
You're
that
good.
again.
You're good.
Well, if they don't fit the bill, I don't know who will. Oh, I'm so good at rhyming.
Nice.
That was that was Alduin, by the way. That was canon. Alduin was
That
on this.
was Alduin. I actually had to. I did that twice because I wanted that to be Alduin.
Yeah, it
might
had to
be
be.
making fun of me.
You hear a vague, far off voice go, "Nice one," and that's it.
Dad, is that you?
And then you see a like a 7 foot tall orc go, "Nope, not your dad. Just thought it was a good joke." Just keeps walking.
Well, thanks.
That's great.
Just as you guys arrive back into town, and are crossing over the bridge, you guys see the general landscape of the town and people running around. And in the center of the street, you guys see a elf bearing some unique looking chainmail with a uh some sort of religious symbol on the front of a large oak tree that is fading into the different seasons as it goes across the frame of the tree. And you guys do not recognize this guy as you enter town. Ephesus, as you are entering town, Bills goes, "All right, where's this stable at?"
Which side of the town's on the stable? Where's the stable at?
The side that you're entering on.
All right. Well, the stable's right over there. The bar's over there. If you are a whiskey kind of guy, I'll probably be there later tonight. But until then, I'm going to be at the big house by the bank.
All right, not a huge whiskey guy myself, but I love a brewski, so I'll go get myself some beers.
All right. I give him some coin. I'm like, I don't know if I'm the only one that can hear you talking, But just put this on there, and I'm pretty sure they'll understand.
He goes, all right, understood. He bites it with his mouth and walks off toward the
Gotcha.
bar.
Reese, do I hear, does the donkey talk to like? Can I hear him?
You can hear this donkey talking. Also, you see that there's a small covered thing on the donkey's back, but he's just walking off with it because he's fully forgotten it's on him.
Before he leaves, I pull out a sugar cube and just slip it to him. So like, here you go.
He goes, "Oh, my man." And he just takes a little sugar cube.
I just forgot about the body already. I choose to continue letting him carry it around.
Okay. He just keeps on walking with it.
Can I get
Do
the
all
dead
donkeys
body out of
around
the
here
hole?
talk?
Huh?
Anyone gonna respond to that?
What?
I guess not.
I don't know what you
donkeys
said.
around here talk?
Nature.
You can hear him talk.
Yes, we could all hear him talk.
Okay, well that's the first I'm hearing of this, and we just walked like 12 miles.
Yeah, that's fine. You were having your moment. Didn't want to disturb it.
Okay. Well, his name's Bill.
Bill. Okay.
He is a new friend.
Reese, how common
Interesting. Okay.
are talking animals?
Roll a nature check.
Well,
That's a
speaking of new friends,
19
I'd love to
plus
be
1.
one.
All right. So, are you a missionary?
Something of the sort. My name is Aldo and D's Nuts. I am from the Church of Mesmethus.
That is the second time I've heard that name today. Is she supposed to be cool or something?
I would say she's amazing.
All
I
right.
have a roughly 15-minute speech if you'd like to hear it.
Can you condense it down into maybe 15 seconds?
And express all of my lady splendor? No.
All right, then I would not like to hear it.
You hear
Unfortunate
Bill
for you.
as he's walking away. Hey, yo, Mesmethus, what's up? And he keeps walking.
Are all donkeys around here religious as well?
That's the only one I know of.
Blake, you rolled a 20 on nature.
Yeah, dirty 20.
Talking animals are very, very rare, and most of the time are the product of someone casting like an awaken spell on an animal.
Yeah,
You don't
that's
get the vibe that Bill has been awakened. You just think this is who Bill is.
Oh,
You just think.
Always has been.
fair enough. Fair
Anyways.
enough.
Bill himself is religious. I don't know about any other donkeys, to be honest. I just met Bill 15 minutes ago, and he also tried to give me a speech on Mesmethus. That's all I can tell you.
Well, it sounds like you at least keep good company as far as animals go.
Oh my God. And that's when I realized right then that there's a dead body on the back of Bill, and he's walking into a bar. I'll be right back.
You see that Bill somehow, with a coin and a sugar cube in his mouth, still manages to get the door open. Goes in, hey yo, compadres!
Oh my God. He's
Hey.
gonna get shot.
Hey, Bill, come here right quick.
Hey yo, what? You see that everyone in the bar has stopped the middle of what they're doing.
Hey, there's a dead body on your back. I don't want to take away from your moment right now, but I forgot to get the body off your back.
Oh yeah. I'll be honest with you, little guy so light, forgot he was back there.
I'm just gonna take him off of you. I grab him.
All right. Okay. Yeah, you're all good. You see that Bill somehow flips the coin in the air with his mouth, re-grabs it, walks over to the bar, slams the coin down, and goes, "All right, pretty lady, can I get a beer?" And after a solid 5-minute pause, then you see that Bailey, the bartender, finally goes, "Any preference on kind?" And he goes, "Something heavy." And she goes, "All right." And she just turns and walks away. And everyone in the room collectively chooses to dismiss what's happening.
Yeah. I walk back up to the group with the dead body.
This isn't real.
All right. Sorry about that. This is Gormest II. Say hey, Gormest II. Hey, I'm Gormesh the second.
Sir, that's a very morbid thing to do with a corpse.
He would have liked it.
No Weekend at Bernie's. Yeah.
He would have liked it.
Be that as it may, I'm not sure that I do, sir.
Listen, this is Moontown. You got to get used to the humor here. There's a lot of stuff going on. We just kind of keep it light.
I look up, Ms. Mathis, why have you done this to me?
Trying to keep it light.
Aren't I your faithful servant, Ms. Mathis? What have I done?
Roll a religion check.
Can I put Gormesh the second's hands together so he gets advantage?
That's a 21.
On a 21, you feel a harsh breeze blow off of the ocean through the town. That kind of cold breeze that kind of cuts through any layer of clothing you're wearing, just like straight to the bone. You feel it hit you, and then mid it like making contact, like bracing yourself, it kind of turns warm for a second. And you get the sensation that though she's not talking necessarily, that she's acknowledging that you're in the right spot.
You know, affirmation is not exactly what I wanted, but I'll take anything at this point. Thank you.
I take his hands apart from helping with the prayer. I say, hey, buddy. What's your name?
They call me Alduin. Alduin D's nuts.
All right, Alduin these nuts. All right. Have you seen a lady named Mahanma? Her house recently burned down, but it is regrowing.
Yes, I've heard that.
She also told me that 3 times.
Me as well. Yeah, I mean, I can lead you to the direction she went if you would like.
That'll work. This is her son. This is a bad time.
Oh, no.
Please remember to keep it light.
Please remember not to desecrate her son's body too much.
I'll try, and I salute with his little hand.
Oh no.
Sir, please try a little harder. I will say it is very unusual being the straight man in this.
It is very unusual for Ethan to be the serious guy in this. All right, you guys head toward is the whole group going toward Bahama? Is it just Ephesus and
No, I
Alduin?
want to get rid of a body.
You want to get rid of a body?
Yeah, the one that's in my hole.
Oh, okay. You want to get rid of Kiat? Okay. How would you like to go about doing that?
Okay, where do I take him to get money?
I hand him the bounty paper. I'm like, we got to take him here. I think.
How far?
If you got to
How
take him
far
to Kala Rem, that's miles away.
Okay, where do we? Can I consult it? The bounty paper?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
What would you like? What sort of consultation would you like?
All right. It says nothing on where to return it to. As I'm reading the paper on the board right now.
So true. It does not say where to return it to.
If it had another line per se that said a certain city, where would it be? Or a certain place?
Well, you know that the bounty was put out by the Church of the Destroyer, and the Church of the Destroyer is the main authority in the city of Kalarim. But that is very far south of you right now, like a week's travel south of you. You do know that the bounty you have killed him, and since you've killed him, you don't have to turn in the body necessarily. You just need to turn in proof that you have killed him. So you could send either his pendant or something of value that they could recognize that was his. You could send that through using a thunder thrasher there.
Can I do that?
and
Can I
get your
send his
reward.
pigeon with a thunder? I mean, I won't do it right now. Can I send his pendant? I'll just take his pendant
Yeah,
off the body. Can I just say I did that?
Okay. Yeah, you can take the pendant off the body, and that frees Jesse of any responsibility if he wants to dump that body in the river. He
Dumping that body in that fucking river.
okay, he just
Actually, no. I'm gonna let the body on. I'm gonna go outside the town and I'm gonna let the body
Okay.
on fire.
okay, understood. You
Um,
get in the hole, hoist the body out by yourself, and then cover it in kerosene and light it on fire.
Right in the middle of the town.
No,
No,
you can see it takes it
outside.
out down.
Okay.
Yeah.
sir, I
All
don't
right.
think I need to ask this, but by any chance, was he already like that when you found him?
That guy?
Yes.
Yes.
Um,
I mean,
when I came back out of where I fell down, he was already in the pit. So however he got there beforehand, I do not know.
he could have died.
That is an awful lot of trying to dodge my question. I'm going to assume he wasn't. I'm gonna go perform some burial rites.
I don't think you need that right now.
He did do a lot of bad stuff. He's the reason that the werewolves came on this town. He sent the plague of werewolves in.
Sir, spring comes even for those in the coldest winters.
Not this guy. He's about to be buried under the snow.
I'm gonna go perform some rites.
Okay, all right, I respect that. I'm gonna say, do you? I'm gonna ask two questions. One, do you have your version of funeral rites prepared, or are you just winging this?
I'm gonna wing it.
Okay. Two,
I didn't think I'd be in this situation tonight. Not
Two.
gonna lie.
two, you can perform your rites, and then you can roll religion. Depending on how well I think you did it, I might give you advantage.
I am
Get the town.
so freaking down.
Before he starts casting or saying any prayers, I'm gonna cast grease on the body.
Okay.
Just to firebolt.
Okay, so you just light him up. Okay.
I just
Full Jedi burial.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Sick.
Don't attend this funeral. I go look for Monham. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay, all right. Tan, show me what you got.
I'm gonna keep it short and sweet.
Okay.
Ms. Methis, mother of all nature, thank you for showing the journey of life as it began in spring. Summer came, fall took away the leaves, and winter showed the coldness of death. I'm once again reminded that all things are judged by seasons, even if not in nature. And I thank you for the life this man lived. That is it.
That
Altogether.
actually went hard. So give me a religion check with advantage.
Sir. That is a 18.
Hell yeah. On an 18, you once again feel that kind of warm, breezy feeling in your chest, and you know this man is passing to another world safely. Now, you don't know that that world is necessarily a good one,
I could
but
assume it's probably not.
but you know the journey there is a guarded one. While that is happening, Ephesus, you're heading to Malhama's house.
Yeah.
All right. You get to the tents with a little Gormesh in your arms. So you still have the coat over him, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay. As you arrive at the tents, you get to the flap of Mahatma's tent, and you can enter whenever you're ready. Do you a second to steal yourself, or are you just going for it?
I'm gonna whisper to his body, I'm sorry I did that earlier. I was trying to keep it light. I wasn't expecting to have to deliver your body to her. I thought Leo would do it, but Leo is not doing well right now. I'm sorry, this is me doing this right now. I fully take off my hat and set it down on the ground,
Okay.
and
Sets his hat down.
I whisper her name into the tent, and then I start to unzip it or untie it, whatever it is.
You just kind of push it to the side. It's open for people to come and go. And she goes, you keep the little whisper passes in, and she goes, "Yes? Oh, Mr. Ephesus, are you all right?" And you see that her eyes kind of trail down to the bundle you're holding.
I've got
Um,
a great deal of bad news.
All three of these fit in
Hmm?
All three of these fit in there? Sorry.
you're
The
good.
ninja can fit
She-
all. Sorry.
It's the crock pot, actually.
Oh, gotcha.
This is she goes, "Oh dear."
And not just him.
You see that she kind of walks forward and kind of extends two very shaky hands.
I reach it out. I have my hands there to steady the body, and
Okay.
I kind of unwrap the coat or whatever it is.
You take the coat off. She sees the lifeless body of G2. And she kind of takes it very shakily to her chest. And she goes, with a kind of shaky voice and a tear in her eye, "He was just a baby. He was just a boy.
Well,
He wasn't even that old."
he was trying to save his brother. That's all I can say. They tried to. He fall. Did he go down the hole? I can't remember what happened.
He
He
yeah,
did.
it was the
he
Wendigo.
went down the hole. Yeah, he went down the
Wraith
hole.
got there.
Yeah, so there was a
Um,
Wendigo from the basilisk we killed, and it kind of messed these guys up a little too. Worse for wear.
You see that she kind of drops to her knees, holding him. She goes, "Where's his brother's body?"
That one is kind of hard to explain. So I went down the hole trying to see what was going on, and the group eventually killed the Wendigo. And while I was down there getting closer to their bodies, somebody just appeared. He said something about this project didn't work or something like that, and took Gormesh with him and just disappeared again.
You see that the sorrow-filled look on her face for a second kind of changes to genuine rage. And she goes, "Fucking Gormesh."
Oh,
She looks up at you and she goes, "This isn't the first time."
with you specifically, or because I got the feeling that wasn't the first Gormesh from him.
It wasn't the first time with me specifically. It was the first time for this little guy. And she kind of looks down at G2 and she goes, "But the Gormesh is well, he was one of a lot of Gormeshes. In my time, at least four."
Like brothers or family members.
In a sense. In a sense. You see that she kind of works her way up onto her feet and walks over to her bed where she lays down little Gormesh and she goes, "Gormesh is well, he's not one of a kind necessarily.
Well, I mean, there were two of them when I got here, so I really don't know. Now there's none.
She goes, no, there's some, they're just not here. She turns to you and she goes, the one who took his body, did he look older?
I mean, he looked pretty old.
All right. Would you let me be alone for a while, Mr. Ephesus?
Of course, I got a talking donkey to go see about.
She goes, thank you kindly.
I'm sorry for all of this.
You see that with tears streaming down her face, she looks back at you and she goes, they were gonna do something like this regardless, whether you were here or not.
I guess that doesn't make me one of a kind either.
She starts to put a little sheet over him as you exit the tent. Where is Daxley right now that everyone else is kind of split in different directions?
If the group split up, he would have gone back to his campsite for a little bit.
Okay. All right.
I'll be right back.
All right.
He would have headed straight there because he would have been hauling that wagon with the skull on it.
Okay. Yeah. He took that wagon with the skull with him back there. Is he doing anything particular with it for right now?
Skinning it, cleaning it, like just getting all the meat off the skull.
Okay. Hell yeah.
I'm gonna drill a hole in the back of it and get the meat, like the brains and stuff out, all the nasty stuff out.
I gotcha.
I'm gonna start
sit on an ant
cleaning
bed,
this
let
skull.
them do their job.
Yeah, basically.
I gotcha.
Doesn't need to be a big ant bed, but yeah.
All right. And as you do that, and the party kind of somberly heads to their different
I
places.
will. Can I try to extract the eyes and teeth, or not the teeth? I'm not gonna take the teeth out. I want them to be intact. But can I take the eyes out and like try to preserve them?
Yeah, for sure. Give me a
maybe sell them.
I want to
as
say
cutlery
survival check. What I think what I'm looking for here.
Survival. Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Dylan. What was your question?
Say 16 total.
Yes, you are. Yeah, you said a 15 total?
16.
16. Yeah, you're able to get them out and get little jars filled with fluid to preserve the eye. Mr. Leo returns to his house where he kind of closes up for a few days, and you guys see that the members of the Silver Lining, the group that came to hunt the werewolves, you see that they all kind of come to the bar. Ephesus, have you gone looking for Bill?
Yeah.
You see that they come in, and you see that Tashar, their leader, the air. It's never easy losing a comrade.
Yeah. It's not the
My
first time.
condolences.
But it's all right. Thank you.
He kind of gives you the look up and down, and he goes, We'll remain in town a few more days until that fella who apparently can cure the lycanthropy arrives.
Alrighty.
When he does, and it's proven effective, we'll go about our way. You see that he kind of extends his hand to you for a handshake.
I give him a handshake. I dap him up pretty good.
He goes, "If you ever find yourself in need of a job, you seem pretty good at killing werewolves."
Well, thank you. You got a business card or something?
He goes, "Look us up in Dalfroma."
Okay. Darth Froma. Hey, Bill, remember Darth Froma?
And he goes, "All right, Dalfroma."
All right.
Has he just been anywhere, everywhere?
You see that he kind of leans his head into you. Says, "Where is Dalfroma?"
Don't ask me. I've not looked at a map in ages.
He goes, "All right." And he kind of pulls back to his drink, and you see that he very loudly laps a beer.
Darth Froma. And I point at him.
And he goes, "All right," and he kind of heads out of the bar. We're gonna kind of do a jump forward in time a little bit, where 4 days pass, where no werewolves or any crazy activity takes place while you guys are recovering from your battle with Kiad. Alduin has a little more time getting a better lay of the land. You see that a lot of people actually start to come to you just for pre-steal work, just like wanting like to do some funeral rites or seeing if you area, you know.
Pretty sick for Alduin.
Yeah, it's actually going pretty sick for you. A lot of people are getting looking to get married. It's kind of we all almost died in a crisis, get married WKS sort of situation. But it's working out great for you. As far as Daxley and Bombardier and Ephesus, you guys go the next 4 days not having a single drink anywhere in town. Every time you guys walk into offers to pick up the tab for and then 4 days later, on a rather foggy morning, just as the sun begins to kind of rise in the east, you guys hear the town. One more time.
I'm assuming that a long rest might have.
Oh yeah, a long rest is taking place.
Oh, yeah.
You guys can get your long rest in for sure.
Just want to verify.
I'm gonna say I think Daxley, because
Yeah.
his camp is kind of outside of town. Could you give me a perception check?
Yeah. That's a natural 20.
Let's go.
Heck yeah.
Let's go. First one of the night. On a nat 20, Daxley, you are awakened early in the morning. There's a thick fog that is kind of set in around the town, but you are awakened by the distinct sound of hooves hitting the ground. And you hear two voices kind of muttering to one another. And you hear him go, "Yeah, no, I've only ever kind of like seen like one other metal dude, you know."
Really, I felt like there'd be a lot more of me as this
Yeah.
world advances.
Yeah, I mean,
Who does that?
he goes,
This
Hey.
is an awesome conversation.
he
I
goes,
wasn't expecting that line to be delivered that way. It was delivered perfectly.
Upon hearing these voices, I'm gonna climb a tree and get ready my bow and be like, "Hey, friend or foe?"
As you climb the tree, give me a perception check.
I'm sorry, I said I wouldn't be silly no more.
No, you got to do it.
I got to.
16.
It's
You
just your
look
hand.
and see a figure on a horse, kind of by himself. And at first you're kind of like, who the hell is he talking to? And then you see standing beside the horse, but not on a horse of his own, is another figure with a uh kind of raggedy looking cloak on. Um,
Your
and they're kind of talking. You hear the one
Blinking.
on the horse. You see the red like glow of a cigarette in his mouth, and then he goes, I mean, friend, I think, unless you're trying to fucking rob me, and then we're not gonna be friends in a second, okay?"
Oh, my camp's right here outside of town.
Oh, okay. All right, my bad, man. I didn't mean to startle you. Okay, my bad.
I'm gonna drape a rope over the branch and hop, like swing down.
Okay. And he goes, "Look at this fucking guy."
The the name's Daxley. We've just finished. Well, I think we're finished. The town was overrun with werewolves. Two of I guess our makeshift group, um, of werewolf hunters got turned, but they're
I said
still
that.
alive.
Yep,
There's still
yeah,
werewolves out here. I mean, I
that's
figured after that long they'd be like eradicated or something.
yeah,
Are y'all here to help with that?
yeah. I'm here to help with the werewolf guys turning into werewolves thing. Someone sent me a message. I'm kind of good with herbs, so I can maybe
I
stave
can
off the
introduce you to the
lichen
group.
business.
The name's Daxley. What's yours? I reach out for a handshake, and when I do, predator handshake at the
Predator
elbow.
handshake. You see that he clasp up, really firm predator handshake. You see now peering out of a cloak, a dark-haired high elf with a kind of a bandage over, and he goes, "The name's Fethriel, but call me Feth."
Your
He goes, "And this is Rudy."
I hold out my hand for a handshake.
You see a partially metal, partially wooden hand reach out to you. You see pieces of like
holy
some sort of brass-like material wrapped in like
like
live
wooden.
vines that are growing through him.
Oh my god, it's been a while since I've seen a Warforged.
He goes, "I know,
I thought
right?
y'all,
Hey,
were old.
this
I
is the
thought they
craziest
were all
part.
dead.
I dug this guy out of the ground 3 days ago. All right,
Holy crap! And he
I
works.
looked at them and go, how deep was I down there?
he was
How
like
deep
12
was
feet
I?
down. He was very deep in the ground. Okay,
I've
How'd
been
you
there for
find
a
him?
while.
I was riding along. Okay, headed here. Suddenly, big bursts of like moonlight shot out of the ground. I went over there, started digging up the ground. Next thing I know, there's this guy. He's lucky I brought my travel shovel, and you see that strapped to his back is a shovel.
Fair enough.
He goes,
Does
Well,
he shake my hand?
is there a guy named Milo
yes,
in this town?"
yeah. Milo.
Oh shit, hold
Maybe.
on. What's he calling himself these days? Hold on. And you see that he reaches in a notebook and kind of pulls out. He goes, Ephesus. Is there an Ephesus in this town?"
Oh, there's a Milo.
All right, great. And he puts his notebook back in his pocket. And he goes, "Good. You know where he's at?"
Yeah, I can take you in the general direction.
Okay, all right.
But yes, I do shake the Warforged
When
hand.
he shakes my hand, some of my ants like crawl onto him.
Yeah, you see some
Ants?
ants.
The ants from
Yeah,
my tree
ants crawl
roots.
crawl out of his hand onto yours.
This is perfectly fine. Daxley is used to like as a ranger, he's used to
Yeah,
like
he's used to
sitting
having
waiting
bugs
on a
on
hunt.
all the
So
time.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, he's like, hey little guys, are these gonna be harmful to me or should I just let them be?
I don't know. They're on
You
me
don't know.
first.
They're your ants. At least I would assume they're your ants.
You see, Feth goes, "Look, I've been with this guy for 3 days. I've been covered in a lot of ants. Up to this point, only one of them has bit me. Okay,
All right.
I think you're okay."
Well, I how far are we from the camp, or is like just right outside my camp?
You're just right outside the camp right now.
Okay. I gesture to Grimban's skull. That was the thing that was like spawning the werewolves. We killed
He
it.
goes. You see, he goes. Holy shit! The size of that thing.
Yeah.
You guys
Do you
killed
think
that?
you think it's well technically a god killed it for us, but that's besides the point.
You're not
Do you
gonna
think it,
mull over that like that.
hold on,
Okay,
do
all
you
right.
think it? I hold up the 2 jars. Do you think these are gonna be worth anything?
He goes. I mean, I fucking hope so. I mean, look at the size of that eyeball. I mean,
I know.
and he
I would
goes,
like
Anyway,
to put
let's.
out there, my character is roughly around the same height as Mr. Leo.
okay,
So I'm
all
just
right.
a
So
big old
pretty
robot.
tall,
I'm
big
just a
old
big
dude,
old robot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
big old robot. Okay,
I'm going to. So I'm going to walk them into town.
okay. You walk them into town. I believe that Ephesus is staying at Mr. Leo's house, so you're able to make your way there. It's very early in the morning, but not too early for you to hear the not very quiet echoes of morning prayer of Alduin, the new guy who's in town, as he is bright and early.
Gotta be.
Gotta
Is
be.
he just up on a soapbox being a town crier?
Um, I'm just walking around. I don't really realize how loud I am. I started off really quiet,
Hmm.
but I kept hyping myself up, so I'm just kind of
Oh.
like walking around yelling at this point.
Hey,
Do I
Seth.
see him? Do I see Alduin?
Yeah, he's just kind of like circling about the town. You see him like walking the streets, praying, kind of loudly now to himself.
I go, they still have that? I mean, it's been like what, hundreds of years? I didn't know
You see
people
that.
still did that.
You see
I
that Seth.
chuckle and say it's good to know some things never change.
You see that Feth looks at you and goes, "Look, man, Rudy. There are 3 things certain in life: death, taxes, and organized religion. Okay." Um,
Got it. I just, it's been a while, man. It's been a
it does,
while.
I understand, but that's one thing that's
No.
never gonna
I
go
mean,
away.
I don't know how long I've been down there, but for that hole to be 12 foot deep, there's been a lot of erosion,
Or
a
maybe you had fallen in a
lot
hole
of new stuff.
and they got filled over.
Yeah, that's a
That's still
possibility.
a
I really
pretty
don't know.
deep hole to fill.
That is a pretty deep hole to fill. I'll be honest. It took me a long time to dig him out of the ground. Anyways, you see that he kind of hops off this horse, kind of ties it off, and he goes, "All right, so this guy's house. All right, cool." Smoked a
Wait,
cigarette.
what'd you say?
He said, "This guy's house. This is where he's staying."
Yeah. The owner of this house is like the owner of the town, basically. He's the banker, richest man in town.
Of course, he's staying with the richest dude in town. You see, he sits
Yeah.
his cigarette down, starts knocking on the door very loudly.
Other problem, Leo, the banker,
Mhm.
is the only surviving member of the party that was turned.
Oh, okay. All right, so can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Literally.
Yeah.
You see, he's
Yeah.
just steadily knocking on the door the whole time, and
Yeah.
finally the door creaks open, and you see the wood elven woman Matilda. Can I
Morning,
help you?
Matilda.
She goes,
It's
"Oh,
morning, right?
Dexley, of course. Good morning. Yes."
We need to speak to Leo and Ephesus. The man Ephesus sent for is here, and he's brought a friend.
She goes, "All right, of course." She heads upstairs. Ephesus, are you awake right now?
I walk
What
in.
time is it?
It's 7 a.m.
No, I'm not awake.
Okay. You get up there, and you hear you are awoken by Matilda knocking at your door. Mr. Ephesus, sir? Someone is here to see you.
All right. I put on my shirt and everything.
Okay.
And
Make your
my
way
pants.
downstairs. You make your way downstairs and you see standing in the doorway of Leo's house. His hair much shorter than the last time you saw him, kind of cut cleaner to his head. He's done away with the eye patch and has just gone for like a band of gauze that kind of covers his eye. with a cigarette in his hand, wearing kind of like a waistcoat with a little like pocket watch in his pocket. He's got a little short sword at his side and a shovel swelling over his back, and dragging a cigarette. And he goes, "Well, look who it is. The infamous Ephesus the Bounty Hunter."
I whispered to him. You said his name was like Milo, right?
Yes, his name is Milo Kane.
And you're just gonna tell everybody that, no sense of privacy or anything.
Oh, is that his
Only
secret?
call him
Is
Milo.
it a
Yes.
secret that your name is Milo?
Yes, for privacy.
He goes, "Okay, hey, I'm not here to argue.
Nobody's gonna take
Now
me
you're
seriously if my name's Milo. Obviously, now I've got to leave.
Hey, okay, first of all, people have been taking me serious for 600 plus years now, and my name is Fethriel. You have any idea how hard for Fethriel is to say?
Yeah, but you
Okay.
pull off Feth perfectly. We've already had this
It's about
conversation
delivery.
before.
Hey, it's about delivery, okay? Milo, listen to me. If you just said it with confidence, okay?
You mean to tell me you've been lying about your name this whole time? What else have you been lying about?
I'm not lying. That's just a pseudonym. People do it all the time.
You know what?
I would
You know what
say, look-
pseudonym means? Fake name.
You see, he goes, "Look, if you said my name is Milo through cigarette smoke, no one would judge it. All right."
We've already had a talk about this. Wood
Now,
elves are more susceptible to leukemia induced by cigarette smoking.
Well, that's only true if you don't chase it with that wood elven moonshine. That stuff will cure leukemia.
That stuff will cure anything. All right. Problem is finding a wood elven moonshine in today's age, borderline impossible. Okay. He goes, "Okay, look, I'm not here to fight. I'm not here to fight. I'm here to do a job. Okay. You need me to cure a guy who's a werewolf, right?"
Yeah, he's upstairs. I don't know if he's turned back yet.
He goes, "It's 7 a.m. The sun's starting to come up. He's probably back to normal. All right, I'm gonna need 2 things from you. All right.
Okay.
I need a little bit of silver from whatever, and I need you to find me a priest."
Hey Dexley, can you go get the guy he walks around town? I forgot his name already.
Yeah, Alduin.
Yeah, that's his name. That's his name. And
Sounds good.
then I asked what's her name? Is her name Martha?
Matilda.
Matilda, I'm gonna have to borrow some silver from the armory if that's okay.
I pull out some silver coins and be like, "Will this work?"
He goes, "Yeah, I can break it up. It's fine." And you see, he grabs a silver coin, and
How many do you need?
Yeah, I just need one. I'm just gonna need the one.
Okay.
And you see that he walks into a kitchen that's totally not his, and you just start hearing a loud banging coming from the kitchen.
I do go to help him.
You see, as you enter the kitchen, he is literally just has a mallet and is trying to beat the silver coin into smaller pieces. And you see that he kind of reaches in a satchel and starts pulling out little different vials of ingredients. And he goes, "So, Ephesus, what have you been doing?"
Bounty hunting.
Yeah, I know about that. I've heard the tales, of the wood elf, who they call the thunderclap kid, because he has some sort of weird weapon that makes a lot of noise, and then suddenly people drop dead. You killed like 6 dudes in Zimmerel by yourself or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I meant, like, what the hell are you doing here? Why are there werewolves running around this town? And what brought you out to the middle of fucking nowhere?
A bounty, because I was bounty hunting.
Oh, God. Okay. He goes, kind of sits a cigarette down on the stove, and he goes, "Well, just in case you're wondering," he starts pouring stuff into a bowl. What was the code name we were supposed to use again? Hold on. Oh yes, just in case you were wondering, sun legs is not doing as well these days.
Hold on. What's wrong with him?
Well, he's
That's the best he could do after 350 years.
Hey, it was his idea, okay? He said no one's ever gonna suspect sun legs, okay? I said suspect them of what? They all think you're dead. And he said, exactly. And we stopped talking about it there.
That's him. That's definitely him.
He goes, I mean, nothing is particularly wrong with him. It's just human who we've been using unique substances to keep alive a lot longer than he live. So it's starting to wear on him finally,
Yeah.
350 years is a long time.
I mean, has he gotten any closer to what he wanted to do?
I'll be honest with you. We've got kind of no leads at that point.
Gotcha.
We're chasing ghosts, Milo.
And you're sure he's not dead?
Sure. I can't give you proof. But gut feeling, the bastard's not dead. He's too hard to kill.
But I mean, based on everything you've told me, he only had 3 months to live after everything happened, or so many like that. So the reason I left is because we're chasing ghosts.
Look, look, I'm not trying to get into this, right? All right. I'm just telling you that maybe you should visit, talk to him. I don't know how much time he's really got left in this world, Hell, I don't know how much time I've got left in this world. You see, he picks a cigarette back up, goes back to what he's doing, and he goes, just been a long time. It's been a long time.
Yeah. Where's he at?
Right now, he's in Dalfroma for the next, I think, 6 weeks, and then after that, he's headed to Zimmerel, and then after that, he's headed back to Dalfroma, and then from there, he's headed to some hidden college somewhere in the
Gotcha. Cause
bounce. You know the drill.
yeah, I'm just trying to figure out my next move. Because once you're done here, I've fulfilled my obligations to these people, and I think I'm heading out too.
You see, he takes a small puff and he goes, Did I ever tell you about the group before all of this?
I mean, you've told me about him. Sunlegs has told me what he wanted to tell me about him. Mostly bad stuff on his end, but other than, the captain, everybody loved the captain.
Hey, everybody loved the captain.
Are they just talking about this in the middle of the living room or whatever?
They're talking about it in the kitchen. They're in the kitchen working on whatever they're working on. As Daxley and Alduin return to the house, actually, I first would like to ask: does Alduin come with Daxley to the house?
You need a priest. Yippee!
Yeah. Something like that.
As you arrive to the house, you hear muttered speaking and some sort of banging going off in the kitchen. You do see a Warforged man standing in the foyer who's just very tall.
He's just standing there?
Well, nice to meet you. My name's Alduin.
Do I
Hey,
see his
Smash, I
religious
got you your priest.
You do see his religious symbol, yes.
Do I know what it is?
Make a religion check.
Oh boy.
If you don't, I'm sure he'd love to explain it to you.
That's a 19 total.
On 19, you recognize the symbol. It's a very, it's a very new version of a very, but I think you recognize the general gist.
Ah, Ms. Methis, huh? I am in spring.
Uh, um, I'm very glad to hear that. Um,
just
well,
thought a follower would like to know.
well, I think they need me in there. It was truly my pleasure.
You walk around into the kitchen and you see Ephesus standing there with this black haired wood elf, and he kind of turns and looks at you and he goes, Ephesus,
Yeah.
am I seeing that guy, or are we both seeing that guy, or am I seeing things?
Alduin?
Yes. My name's Alduin D's Nuts.
Yeah, that's him.
These nuts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see that he kind of walks up very closely, maybe a little too close for comfort, and then he goes, "Nice to meet you. The name's Fefethriel." And he sticks his hand out. He's just kind of eyeballing you very, very intensely with his one eye. His other was covered by a bandage.
Well, the pleasure is all mine, Mr. Profethriel.
He goes, you the priest, I take it?
Yes, I am. I'm a priest of Ms. Methis.
All right. Perfect. You see that he kind of turns and is grinding all of these herbs and ingredients together. He goes, "I'm just gonna need you to make a quick prayer over this one. It doesn't have to be, just whatever your general spiel about protection is." You see, he kind of slides it over to you, and he goes, yeah, I'm gonna need some fresh air if you're handling that." And you see that he kind of steps out, and then he does like a double take, kind of looks at you again, and then walks to the front porch and goes,
Do you need me to step out too? I asked Alduin. Or am I good to just chill here?
Am I inside?
"Yeah, you're inside."
How long
area
is
to
this
the main
gonna
stop
take?
before
I should
we go over
ask.
to
Never
the
mind.
I mean, it shouldn't take too long. I'll just confer a quick blessing. But it seems your friend over there is a little shaken.
He's
What I
709
did.
years old. He's always shaking.
Well, I'm only
"I am 640, you son of a bitch." Okay.
See, he's
Well,
fine.
maybe he wasn't too shaken. I'll start the blessing then. Just a quick blessing of what again?
Just, whatever your general protection blessing is.
Alrighty, I will do my best then. Do I need to actually make one up real quick? Or
No, it's okay. Just roll a religion check for me.
Shout out religion checks.
I cast Shield of Faith.
Okay. So that was only a 6, but I'm gonna use a luck point.
Okay.
And pray I get better.
Okay.
Bro's getting lucky.
That was a 16.
That's better.
A 16, you make a little prayer. You see the ground ingredient for a moment kind of flicker with like a golden greenish light. but then fades away very rapidly. And Feth walks back in the room and he goes, "All right, yeah. Whenever the Mr. Leo guy wakes up, that should do the trick."
Nice.
It was my pleasure to be of use.
And he goes, yeah, thank you very much. Alduin, was it?
Yes.
Sorry to have barged out like that. You just kind of you remind me of something.
I flick Alduin and Sethethriel a gold coin and be like, I don't know, I wasn't the one that summoned you here, but like, I guess y'all deserve something.
He goes, would have done it for free, but I appreciate it. And you see he kind of slips the gold coin into his pocket. And he goes, well, anybody around here know anything about Warforges?
Can I grab one?
I'll see you in the morning.
Yeah, I'd like to know too.
For my friend's sake.
And I take my hood off, and it's just you see like all the metal and wood, and how like one of the tree branches kind of grew like into a little horn on the side.
Yeah, sticking out of the side of
We
his head. He
talking
goes,
about like Iron Giant style face or what? Or Ultron?
yeah,
More
I
like
think it's a little
Optimus
more.
Prime.
I think it's a little
Optimus
Optimus Prime. Yeah.
All right, you can turn into a
I got little
semi.
faces
Nice.
right there, like,
Transportation
and
secure.
everything. And then instead of having both the horns, I just have one, but it's like made out of
Yeah.
wood, like a tree branch.
That's cool.
And he goes, I dug that guy out of the ground 3 days ago, and
Do we
I've been there for a while.
do we need to
how-
like wash him
I've been
off?
there
Is
for a
there
while.
a bunch of is there a
I don't
I
think
haven't been in this
Giants
town
like
that long.
too
Is
much.
there a the blacksmith might be able to
We've
take
got an
care of you.
artificer. Maybe he could take a look at him.
Oh yeah. Bombardier. Where is he at? He's probably at the bar. I run and go to the bar to find Bombardier.
At the very
Bombardier, where
least,
are you at?
Of course, at the bar. Where else would I be?
You are
Oh,
passed
yeah.
out on the bar next to a passed out donkey who was also on the bar.
I took the donkey too because I saw them earlier.
I tried to ride him. He didn't take that so well.
He goes, it's about consent. Okay, you've gotta ask first. All right.
Come on, donkey.
Assuming-
I want to ride you.
Race, what's the thing about assuming?
Assuming makes an ass out of you and me. All right, that's
that's
the old
perfect for
saying
him.
goes.
Yeah.
Okay. He goes, anyways, get on, and he starts riding around the bar.
I would like to walk in and be like, Bill Bombardier, we need you at Leo's house.
You see that Bill comes to a screeching halt. He goes,
I'll buy you a beer later.
sounds fair. All right. And he kind of turns, starts heading toward the door. He goes, any particular reason you need old Billy O?
Well, for starters, you're a talking donkey and you'll pull quite a crowd. And we don't want to freak out the townsfolk.
That's fair.
It's been like 3 days, so like they're used to me.
I get it, but still.
Isn't that right, Gladys? And you see this very old woman does her best to not make eye contact with this donkey.
Yeah.
Just stares into the abyss.
I'm just like, come on, let's just get out of here.
He
And I
goes,
just-
I mean, she's, it's a prank. We're going it back and forth. It's a bit, I promise. And he
that's fair.
starts
That's
heading
fair.
toward the house.
I stick behind and just say to the bar and be like, I am so sorry.
You see that Bailey goes, he's been in here for 3 days, Dex.
I know.
Whose donkey is that?
We found him in the woods, and then I leave. I'm just gonna leave you with that.
She trots up to the house and is like, hey, compadres!
Wait,
Oh
Bill
my
is
god,
the
that's a metal man.
Yeah.
You see, he stops.
Dear, we need your
Oh my god, that's a
artificial.
talking donkey.
Yeah. That's one you've never seen before.
My glowing eyes just get brighter. I'm like,
Bombardier,
none of
we
us have
need your.
cast speak animals. How is he
You
doing
don't.
this?
You don't need speak with animals. It's a talking donkey.
Yeah, this is my homie Bill.
What?
Speaking with animals is
Bombardier.
just speaking with this animal, and you see that he raises the hood like he's trying to dap you up.
I give him a fist bump.
I don't know what to do, and I give him a very awkward fist bump when he tries.
Jesse,
I looked to the
I
ant
would
on my
like to
shoulder and
talk to
I don't like this,
Bombardier.
man. This is weird.
Is he still here?
No.
No, Bombardier, we need your artificial knowledge.
That makes one of us. Let's go back to the bar with Donkey.
Hold on. There's someone here you need to see.
Okay.
As I just gesture towards the metal man and say, "There's a metal man."
There's a
Like,
tiny.
Bombardier, you see
dungeon.
a very large, half natural, half unnatural construct that is way far and above what your Steel Defender is as far as its complexity. You're looking at something that is your Steel Defender if turned up to the max, you know?
Sweet.
Is his Steel Defender there?
His Steel Defender is there, yeah.
My Steel Defender's
I go,
always
oh,
with
look
me.
at the little baby! And I like get down to its level. Oh, you're like me.
Hex you. Did
Anyway.
it wait for my hole?
Hey, do you think you could help get him like up and running ship shape? He was
running
buried
me,
for
doesn't he?
a few hundred years.
I am.
Well, I just
think
wondered
I
if you
am
needed a
running
tune-up.
shape, man.
I don't know. It looks like you
this right
still
here.
got dirt and all your.
My hands are all around my body. This right here was
Hey,
straight out the factory this way.
I'm just saying, it still seems like you've got dirt caked in your joints.
That's what these little guys are for, and I like hold.
Bill goes, "You say cake? Is there
Why
cake?
is that donkey talking?
Matilda,
Is there here?
is there any cake around here, Matilda?
She goes, she's just staring at Bill. Yeah, there's cake. I'll get some cake. And you see that she backs her way.
Talking donkey.
She backs her way into the kitchen and comes back a few minutes later with like a pound cake. And Bill goes, much appreciated, Senior Vita. And he starts eating the pound cake.
Can we get this man a sombrero? Like, is there a sombrero in this town that we can put on Bill? And a poncho?
You could make one.
Wait, that dude, the guy,
Copy Bohannon.
he has all of that stuff from the wolves. So that's what's happening here.
Okay.
I need a sombrero and a poncho pronto.
I have a name. First of all, call me Root Bear, but Mr. Feth calls me Rudy, which
Rudy.
I'm fine with that.
Root Bear.
He goes, it's just weird to say Root Bear every time, dude. Okay, like I don't mind calling you Root Bear.
I mean, I'm with you. Honestly, I didn't know my name when you found me. It just kind of came to me.
He goes, hey, you want another cigarette?
Yeah, and I just like wedge it between like one of the roots.
Okay, you just take it.
I'm not sure I can recommend smoking.
You don't have to recommend it, all right?
I don't have.
I'm gonna do it regardless.
I love the anxiety-ridden voice. Reminds me of like Rick from Rick and Morty. Not Rick. It reminds me of Morty. Yeah.
Oh, jeez, Rick.
Yeah, it was like that anxiety-ridden. I loved it. It was great.
Halloween, do you want a cigarette?
No. It's not in my blood. And then I just look.
You see.
I don't know why it's not, but
Rudy, you see that Feth turns to you and he goes,
if anything it is.
He turns to you, Rudy, and he goes, that guy, a looks so much like a dude I once knew. Okay, freakishly similar like him. Okay.
Is he talking to?
He must be like. I mean, was that? You think that was his dad or something? Do you? I mean,
How old
could be
is how
brothers.
old is he?
How old is
How old is
Alduin?
Theron?
Yeah,
Sorry.
no, Alduin.
Alduin is 350 years old.
Hey, when did you know that guy?
Well, about 350 years ago was the last time I saw him.
Wait. What was his name?
Can I roll a history check?
His name was Theron.
Wait, you're right. I do know another person from those stories. That's the one Moonarm called the bastard.
Well,
I mean, sun legs.
It's too late now. Don't try to cover it up. We're all exposed.
How long ago do you think I was before I got buried? Like, how old would my character be?
Okay. I'm gonna be 100% with you. I don't want to tell you that yet because this is gonna be a very important lesson. Okay.
Okay.
I'll send you a private message to let me know roughly how old Rudy is.
Well, I can't disprove whether he is or is not that, but
Oh, you've not met Sun Legs. You don't know how he is.
well, I meant
Oh, moon arms
Theron.
and sun legs. I got you.
Well, I know that, but you can't really trust Sun Legs' word.
Dog.
He thought everybody
It's
was
not
an
that
asshole.
dog, you know.
Okay. You see that Seth kind of takes a step back and he goes, "All right, a lot of weird shit going on here. I have yet to acknowledge this talking donkey.
Bill.
And I'm not going
either,
to.
to be
His name is Bill.
I'm not going to. I dug Rudy out of the ground 3 days ago. This guy just exposed a code name that we were trying to keep under wraps. And this guy looks like my very dead friend, or mostly dead friend. I'm not totally sure how it works.
Wait, mostly?
I don't know. Okay, he was sealed away, maybe. I don't know. Okay. I'm not a magic guy, okay?
Was there
I'm a
magic
cigarettes
guy?
guy, and at one point was a crossbow guy, okay?
Well, what kind of guy was Theron?
What kind of guy was there? And you see that he
Kinda
lights a
guy
second
was-
cigarette and puts it in his mouth with the first cigarette, and he goes, "We're gonna need to sit down for this."
Wait.
So okay,
Aaron.
all right. So let's think about this. All right. So
Hmm.
first of all, when I knew him in his early life, Theron was a family man, but then his family, quote unquote, got murdered. So then he was less of a family man and more of a ladies' man.
I can attest to that.
But then later, his family wasn't fully murdered. So he was a little more of a family man, but still kind of a ladies' man. But he was all around a pretty good guy, all right? He normally tried to do what he thought was. He sometimes got confused with what was best for like him and what was best for like the world necessarily. And he sometimes questioned on whether or not the depraved morals of a mad wizard kind of right. But all in all, he was a good guy.
Well, I guess I'll take that for now. Thank you, sir.
And you see, he takes a long drag and he blows out a large cloud of smoke, and he goes, "Also, he was pretty talented as far as a musician goes. Do you play any instruments?"
I
Well,
do, believe it or not.
Oh, I believe it.
I believe. I haven't tried.
Hey, maybe give it a shot sometime. Maybe it's genetics.
Yeah, maybe so.
Can I have like a root shaped loot? Just from me, I
Yeah,
guess.
that's just you see that your
Well,
arm
give it a
kind of
shot.
grows strings, Yeah, give me
I'll just give it a shot.
give me a performance check.
Me or him?
You.
That's a 13.
A 13. You
That's a
for
6.
you've never picked up an instrument before, so it's kind of you start and it's a little twangy, but it is a tune. You do kind of very easily and very quickly find a tune. And then that tune is immediately drowned out by Rudy snapping every string on whatever the hell he was just trying to play.
Well, I guess that's all for now.
He
My
goes, I,
bad.
I guess so. You see, he stands up and he goes, well, I'm not gonna stick around too much longer. I came and did my thing. So I don't think old Ephesus over here wants me to stick around for too much longer. So I'll be hitting the road soon. But Rudy, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, nice meeting you. Thank you for digging me out of that hole.
You
I've been
know,
in there for a long time.
anytime, bud.
It gets uncomfortable after so long, man.
Anytime.
I'm gonna look around at Evanston and Dax and be like, I'm starting to think he was in that hole for a long time.
At least a long time.
You see that Bill goes, by the smell of them, at least over 1,000 years.
I'm gonna acknowledge Bill for the first time tonight. I'm gonna say Ms. Methis did not make creatures to speak.
he looks you dead in the eyes and goes, thank you very much. Ms. Methis made me exactly to speak.
I was waiting for the.
I rolled a religion.
Well, Miss
check.
Methis didn't stop me line.
You want to roll what?
Sorry, guys.
Can I roll a religion check?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
I'm consulting the goddess. That's only an 8. I assume I get no response.
You get no response.
Well, the jury's out on that.
He goes, look, man, nature is a cycle of constant changes. All right. All right. The only thing that is guaranteed is that it's gonna change. All right. And sometimes those changes are wacky. Sometimes those changes are weird. And sometimes those change involves a talking dog. Just need to accept that.
I've accepted that.
Well, at least you've studied.
He goes, I don't need to study, man. I am the study.
That is extremely blasphemous. I should slaughter you right here.
Blasphemy is a point of perspective, all right? Perhaps I'm just speaking a truth you don't care to hear.
I'm pretty sure Ms. Methis's book kind of explains exactly what blasphemy is.
See, because that's blasphemy to me, because Ms. Methis doesn't write. So who wrote Ms. Methis's book?
How would you know Ms. Methis doesn't write?
Because what kind of god sits down and takes the time to write a book for a bunch of people who are going to die eventually? When they are not going to. They live forever.
Kind of a point there.
I'm going to leave this for now. I still do not approve.
He goes, hey man, you ain't got to approve because I approve of you.
Aldo is extremely red-faced. He's so mad.
May this be with you, my brother. All right.
I don't think Miss Methis is too bad myself.
And he goes, "This guy gets it. This guy is change, but also consistency."
Whoa, that's true. Holy crap! I didn't think about it that way.
You're so welcome.
I'll say that in character.
I say that in character. He goes, "Everything's the part of the cycle, man. Even you. All right."
I like this guy.
He goes,
I'll
"Now."
say that's kind of weird at first.
He kind of looks at you. He looks at you for like a solid second. And he goes, "Are you actually gonna smoke that cigarette? Are you gonna pass it along?"
It's all yours, brother.
He goes,
I don't have lungs to breathe it in.
"All right, could you please put it in my mouth? I do not have opposable."
My bad. And I just,
All right, I appreciate that.
very gently just put it in there.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
And
You
now
see,
I
he
have a
just immediately
smoking
is
donkey.
puffing a cigarette. And he goes, "Hey, by the way, Matilda, this pound cake really hitting. Okay."
I break off a piece of it for the ants and just stick it in the ant hill.
They demolish it.
These guys love it.
He goes, "Well, on that note, I think I'm gonna head back to the.
Catch you later, Bill.
Catch you later, hombres." And he backs out of the room and takes off. And I think with that, we're gonna end tonight's session.
This was a great session.
I think with Bill exiting the room, we're gonna end tonight's session.
Oh man.
Any thoughts, concerns, and questions?
That crap was funny.
We need more Bill content.
Hands down my favorite character. Bill, hands down my favorite character.
We found a
Because the new party
smoking,
members chose
drunk,
him.
philosophical talking donkey.
I'm with
It's the fact-
consistency
no.
and change, man.
it's the fact that No in real life had a moment of epiphany.
I did, yeah.
Came from that scene. That was too
So
good.
much sense.
That was too
My
good.
brain connected the thought right there, and it was just a verbal thought.
Almost like this is actually good. Also, I didn't know how Ethan was gonna play Alduin, but the devout religious is so fun to me.
I'm gonna be extremely by the book the whole time.
I love this. I love this because this is such a crazy contrast to the talking donkey who I just
Yes, it is.
introduced.
It's like they were made for each other, to be honest.
Me and Bill are gonna get along good. I think my character will be the third one to worship Miss Methis because I am
Holman, did you get the Bill stat block?
Yes, I did. I was
Okay.
cheering.
Okay.
I need to know if my saddle from the horse will fit on him.
It will.
Okay.
Reese, I found a table thing
Shut up,
for
son.
wild shape forms.
But
Okay.
yes,
So
the
I
devout
already,
talking
I
donkey,
think
isn't
this
it?
should be right. I bookmarked it.
All right, let's go. All right, hopefully
So
next
it's
week,
just a,
Nate
like,
Crazy will
fan
be back.
wiki.
We can turn him from a werewolf.
And
True.
How close would you say we are to finishing this arc?
Moontown?
Yeah.
There is
What else is there to do?
I cannot say, but there is
All
one
right.
thing that we will check off on next session for sure that will wrap this Sunday.
Heck yeah, man.
But I just can't tell you what that thing is without giving away a bunch of stuff.
Word.
Okay.
Oh, can we level up?
No.
Please.
No.
Are you
Pretty
sure?
please.
Jesse, my is this the end of the arc was me trying to subtly ask.
No.
Yeah, Blake was really trying to slide it in there.
I
And Jesse
was
was
just
like,
like,
give it to me.
well, mainly, I'm curious because
I
we've dealt with the
did.
werewolves. We got the cultist. We identified the monster in the woods and killed it. We've
Yep.
done the 3 quests that were either on the quest board or discovered by townsfolk. I personally don't know what else is next.
And that's how I like it. Okay.
That's fair.
Keep you guys guessing. Okay.
I go find Indigo Jack.
I'm sure he has something to do with the next session.
I don't know.
All right.
Indigo's
With that,
dead.
then,
Fuck.
I'm going to bed.
All
I will
right.
talk
Good
to
night.
all of you later. Good night. Godspeed.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Ooh.